Okay, so back again. I've done a couple of videos now, especially regarding the gods of grip, short steel and nail bending. Now this, I don't really want to call it bending on a budget, but steel bending is very addictive. The training for it can be expensive, because I mean, once you've bent a nail, you can open it, close it, open it, close it, and then get to snapping. That's a great workout. That's a really great workout. So you can make that steel go a little bit farther. But for the bends themselves, what I found is, especially in the UK, there are a couple of companies out there. Toolstation is one, eBay is another, Screwfix, where you can buy bulk nails, which when you get to certain stages in your training, they're going to help get a lot of volume work done. But it also allows you to save your money for if you want to do some certificated bends. Like with the gods of grip, you've got the level 5, 5.5 and level 7, or the stars, 7 stars. Saving money for those certificated bends. It also allows you to start investing into other companies' stock, like Horido Bending in Germany, and Bendsport Canada in Canada, Cannon Power Works in the States. I've not ordered anything from them. I've got an order coming from Bendsport Canada. Now again, with postage, it can be quite pricey. So again, buying a bulk of cheaper stock allows you to save that money up, so you can, if you want, obviously, because everyone's just certificated bars, and it's nice to challenge yourself with different steels. So I'm going to pan the camera down a little bit to my kind of core selection here. So here we have the 150mm. This is the galvanized 60 penny nail. Again, you can buy these in bulk. Toolstation do I think a kilo of these for £6.42. There's going to be approximately about 30 nails. So I've not actually bought any, but there's approximately 30 nails. So that comes out at 22 a per bend. Now, if you're snapping these as well, that's quite a respectable little price there. Now going up, these were the first nails I actually bought when I did my original Gods of Grip beginner box, winging its way towards me. I bought a sledgehammer for lever training, and I picked up a bag of these, £3.59, 15 nails, which works out at 24p a bend, I think. And I'd never forget the first time I wrapped this up, and I just stood there going, and it wasn't budging at all. I was just laughing. It's like, this is extremely difficult. I won't say impossible, because everything is possible. And when I bent one of these, I was so elated, because it was a tough nail. It was a tough nail. I now get these from Toolstation. I get a couple of bags at a time. And it's a great volume stock. You may want to, with these nails, get a file and just file the tips down, just in case. I mean, I've just taken the edge off. But yeah, a great bend, great training. Now these I got off eBay. Now we'll see, and stress this, the one thing that all of these nails aren't is rated. So they could be, you could be slightly different batches, but again, for the kind of training that you're using these for, it's bulk. It's your grunt work, for want of a better term. So this is a 200mm by 7mm nail. These are 6-inch, 150mm by 6mm. This is like a next level up. Now I got these off eBay, and it was a kilo for £8.98. which works at 56 pence a bend, so slightly more expensive. The beauty of these, you can shorten them down. So 200mm, you can take it down to, down to the 6-inch, and that increases your, it increases the difficulty of the bend. So again, it's like a training progression, taking half an inch off, half an inch off, half an inch off, half an inch off. But a great nail, and then we go up to the 8mm. These are two, excuse me, 250mm long, 10 nails in a kilo, and so it works out again £8.98 off eBay. They were like 90p a bend. Now again, I'll stress this: these aren't rated, so I can't say the whole batch is probably going to be the same. But if you've got another box, are they going to be slightly easier, slightly harder? Who knows? But for volume bending, and again, this is a great nail to start off really long, because obviously, I mean, the difference when you're bending 6 inches to this, it's very different under your chin. But again, the beauty, the progression rate, taking half inches off at a time. I tend to take the head off of these because they are a bit big when you're wrapping up, so I just find it easier to whip that off. And the same with the 7mm, take them off. I think the first time I bent one of these, I literally just, I didn't even, because that's not massively sharp. Again, you don't want it puncturing your hand, so it is wrapped up well. But you can always just take that tip off there. But these are great nails, and relatively inexpensive in comparison to certified bending steel, which can be, £1-2 per bar. This is a great way to get your volume training in for bending. Now again, when I started bending, I was bending the 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars from the God's Grip, and once I got up to this then opened the floodgates, because this became a much more affordable way of getting volume training in. Because the trick is with steel bending, and if you've seen the videos of wrapping it up, pushing down, trying to translate that into a gym, right? What training can I do to make this stronger? I mean, it's an overall general preparedness, as they say. But it's a very specific exercise. So again, the nails, once you can bend a bright nail, this opens up the world, because you're on to the next level. Then you're on to the 7mm. Now currently I still bend the galvanized, I still bend the brights almost every time I do a bend. These are warm-ups, good training, especially if you're snapping one of these. It's an amazing workout, and you can time yourself, get the time down. See how you can feel that strength again coming in. The 7mm, except once you start cutting them down, that bend starts getting harder and harder, but it's still great training at a much more affordable price. So I would definitely, especially in the UK, I would definitely check out things like Toolstation, Screwfix at eBay. It is a bit cheeky, but it allows me to continue bending on a budget, but it allows me to save up, as I mentioned, and get other bolts from the God's Grip. So I've got the Black Steels, the Cabanas bars, Goldmanus, Gofannans, they're level 5, 5.5, 7s, all the rest of it. I've got those coming, and the red nails, things like that are coming in because I can afford to do them. If I was bending 1, 2, 3 stars, fans, you know, it becomes a little bit expensive if you're doing volume training, especially. So these are definitely the way forward for those bars. So yeah, check them out.